Well, there is one thing in mind throughout the course of the weekend is that at the time this video goes up, yesterday they announced the TCG ban list, and all I can say is it's a massive shakeup from the get-go. But the true question is, in TCG land, will this change anything? Who knows? That's the fun stuff. With that being said, episode 2 of Spectate Saturdays. And of course, we are all about top 5 feature matches, not counting the mirrors, but we are all about pristine, never before seen good stuff if we happen to come across it. And because this is the TCG ban list weekend, of course, if we come across cards to be specific based off from what transpired the list, then we can just literally talk about it as we progress throughout the commentary. Also, and furthermore, if you guys have what it takes to showcase your replays as part of feature matches, this will be included. Just let me know in the comments below that if you ever want to be featured, so that way, obviously, of course, giving you guys the credit to showcase something absolutely fantastic. But feel free to drop down y'all player codes below, so that way I'm all about showcasing some pristine, unique interactions, whether if it's meta, off meta, and so forth. But with that being said, let us jump into episode 2 of Spectate Saturdays. If you love to see more, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and hit that bell so you can keep on constantly updating and notified. And with this hand going second, of course, this has to be Blue Eyes. Yes, indeed. Apparently, it was the correct call of seeing Malice because Lancia being hard opened. Rabbit for TB11, Lingeribo, and it's a straight up pass. TB11, Ash. Real Normal, Ether Barrel, March Hare, Banish Rabbit, Straight Up Set, Lorely Load, Rabbit, Straight Up Set, MTP07 this time, Ether Barrel for Spirit, Spirit getting Mausoleum, Lorely Load for Drill Beam, Lost Out, Mausoleum Toss Out Blue Eyes, Druid's Worm, Banish Blue Eyes, MTP07, Banish March Hare. Yo, Royal Rare Dormouse. Also, in TCG land, 2 Dormouse is still too good. So, TCG Konami said, chop that card down to 1. Also, rest in peace, Splash Mage. Because, to tell you the truth, Splash Mage should have never been designed as to where you get to make up too many Cyberse lines from the get-go. But, I digress. Real Normal Sage, get the Maiden. Maiden plays True Light. Spirit attacks Lingeribo. Oh, hello? Oh, that's as if you have no Blue Eyes. You can only fetch one out from deck, graveyard, or even banish too. Okay, crazy. And then, obviously, if you have no Blue Eyes White Dragon, you can only fetch that vanilla out. So, there you go. And due to Roar, no Maiden Reborn because she's a spellcaster. Nibiru. That is unfortunate. Druid's Worm, send a token. Lorely Lude for Blue Eyes. Oh, hello? Is that not how it works? I'm sorry. Oh, can't special summon from the extra deck except dragons. Never mind. I retract my statement about Maiden. I'm so sorry. It's been a long minute about Blue Eyes having restrictions in general. Synchro into Spirit, True Light, setting the ultimate creature of destruction, and of course the Drill Beam set, raring to go. Blue Eyes comes back, Maiden, Spirit Dragon, for the ultimate Spirit Dragon, Real Normal Chessie Cat, Effect Veiler to Chessie, Link Decoder, March Air, Banish Dormouse, pay some points to special, Royal Red Ransom, card's hot, literally. Underground, ultimate creature of destruction targeting ultimate spirit. Ultimate spirit, setting GWC. Cyber's Wicked, Drill Beam, Banish Wicked, Dormouse, Banish Chessie Cat, rest in peace, Splash Mage. And for context, is that in Master Duel, I specifically have this card as a lost out Splash Mage. Now, rest in peace. And obviously, same thing all from the list before that or two ago. Rest in peace, Link Decoder as well. Ultimate Spirit Dragon, negate. Now you can't just outright make up those crazy transcode lines like that anymore. Ally Code Talker Attic Nister, the cover card of the new support. 3+ effects as a Dark Cybers 2300 attack of a Link 5. Middle left, middle right, and all 3 bottom arrows. And then, when it comes to Ally Code Talker's effects, first chance this card is Link Shoken, you can special summon as many Cybers monsters with 2300 attack from your graveyard as possible to your zones this card points to, and if you do, this card gains 500 attack for each. Also, you can special summon for the rest of this turn. Wow. When your opponent activates a card or effect as a quick effect, you contribute one of your Link monsters that this card points to, negate the activation as it never happened, and if you do, banish that card. So it's a Invoke Macabre, the Link version, and that effect is a hard once per turn. Wow. Ally Code, bring back Transcode, Red Ransom, Maiden, Reborn Blue Eyes, Ultimate Creature, Reset Button, attack over Blue Eyes and Maiden, Ultimate Spirit, Ally Code, negate Banish, Ether Barrel, bring it back, Ether Barrel, set, flip up Lorely Load, and this is still the first game, by the way. March Air, Yup, and then Red Ransom come back, get more negates in from ally code. Malice in the Mirror, all from Red Ransom. Dormouse comes back. Spirit. Lost out Spirit. Tribute. For the OG Blue Eyes. Maiden. Drill Beam, banish Dormouse. There's the Typhon, canceling out Allied Code's effects. Attack Red Ransom. Typhon, kick back Allied Code, and pass back. Transcode, True Light. OG Blue Eyes, bring back Splash. Ultimate Creature on Blue Eyes. Malice in the Mirror, target Typhon. Banish March. Negate the effects of Typhon. Getting Dormouse back. Splash for Chessy Cat. Chessy Cat gets negated due to Splash. Dormouse. Banish Rabbit. Rabbit. Pay some points to Special. Man, this Malice player is going so hard on the Royal and Gloss style cards. Crazy. Royal White Binder, banishing a 3 Malice. Pay so much points. Special all of them. White Binder, reset button GWC. Whoa! Allied Code Talker returns. Bring back White Binder. Nope. Ultimate Creature. Nope. I don't know that if the Malice player has paid attention to that Ultimate Creature of Destruction. Target 1 Blue Eyes monster you control, of course. This turn, that face-up monster is unaffected by everything else except its own. Can't be killed by battle. Also, any monster that gets in contact with it gets killed at the end of the damage step, which is a big oof to the Malice guy. Well, gal. Ether Barrel. Bring it back. Roar. Banish. Fuse Summoning. Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon. True Light Special Blue Eyes. Swing once. On White Binder, Tyrant reset button. Tyrant. GWC. Gain some points back. Binder. Banish all 3 Malice. Pay all points to summon. Red Ransom. Lancia. And I think the Malice player does not know this, but even if the Malice player were to bring back all of those monsters, you're not safe from Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon. The context is swings multiple monsters once each, which is crazy work. Attack White Binder again. And Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon is cleaning house for a game. Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon is cleaning house versus Malice. Holy. What a game. What an unbelievable game. All right, fire off Max C immediately. And with his hand, okay, first things first on behalf. In TCG land, Snake Eye Ash and Snake Eyes Poplar at 3. And of course, in TCG land, Link Kribo, welcome back. Nothing more, nothing less. Shouldn't need to explain anything. So basically, Snake Eyes, I just honestly do not know how I feel about Year of the Fire coming back. And I totally get it that it's not the same thing without original Sinful Spoil Snake Eye being banned in TCG. But otherwise, I honestly do not know how I feel about Year of the Fire again. Deception. Tribute to Okanix getting Holo Azumina. Holo for Elia Sylvia. Deception reset button, and it's a straight up pass. Lost out Elia Sylvia. Deception gets reset button anyways. And then to talk about the Fiendsmith engine. Fiendsmith's Lacrima, welcome back. Obviously, when the game changed to the part where the time rules occur about the double match loss thing in TCG, this is the part where cards that deals with time consumption in terms of the time limits, it is not a factor anymore. So they say, screw it, we are going to bring back Lacrima Fusion back into the game, just so that Julius Caesar on steroids is going to be made a lot easier now. Lacrima Chick toss out Engraver. Requiem. Tribute for Engraver. Requiem. Engraver. Send Elia Sylvia. Engraver. Impulse, and one set. Not even attacking, by the way. Real normal Snake Eye Ash getting Poplar. Poplar comes back, getting original Sinful Spoils. Goes for Flame Burge. Poplar having Okanix in the back row. OSS for Fire King Ponix. Ponix for Sanctuary. Sanctuary, place Island, kill off Ponix for Sacred Garunix. Sacred Garunix, kill off High Avatar Kirin. Super Poly is a card. Question is, what's the next move? Mud Dragon. Definitely Mud Dragon. Does not target, kill Engraver. Lurie, Flame Burge. Flame Burge, bring back Ash, Poplar. Lurie, bring it back. Mud Dragon, make it a light. Sunlight Wolf. Holo Azumina, return Elia Sylvia. Holo, want it. For the Bellstar. Move Ursilago. Moo, Wolf, Lancia. I don't know if there's anything that utilizes banishing style, but Lancia is not the correct call versus this deck. But I totally understand that it's a best of one. You never know. There are surprise factor decks that's not meant for the matchups. Princess, bring back Wolf, Ambler Whale, and one set. Onyx, back to hand. Gadget Trio, Impermit up. So Fiendsmith, Shining Sark. Interesting. Princess, Call by as the last card in hand. Fiendsmith Lines. High Avatar Kirin. If I recall on High Avatar Kirin, that was killing off Ponix to special it, and then Lacrima Chick special, and then Sacred Fire King Runix special as well. Toss out Trat, Sacred Runix, kill off High Avatar Kirin, kill off Okanix, kill off Lacrima Chick, and then Okanix, kill off High Avatar Kirin for the Arvata. There's Typhon as the last resort. Kill off Ambla Whale for Requiem. Typhon, kick back the Wolf to the extra, and pass. Simplified game state for Snake Eye, Fire King, Azamina taking up all of the advantage. And Snake Eye, Fire King, Azamina takes the match. And this next matchup, with this perspective hand of Horus Zodiac, first things first on behalf, Zodiac Trident, welcome back. And of course, Barrage all the way to 3. Zodiacs may be that impressive to see Trident coming back, but it's not the same without Broad Bull still banned in TCG. Opponent does nothing. Normal Thoroughblade, Ash the Thoroughblade, Imseti for the Horus lines, Trident, Fulos, that does nothing, and one set. Imperm the Trident. More Malice matchups. Duck and Dodge with MTP07. Pay points. Max C, get more cards. Main decks evenly, nice. March Hair to hand. Link Decoder. Mind Drain main debt. Activate only by paying 1,000. Monsters that are banished and the graveyard cannot trigger their effects. Gross. So, the support for Adignisters, all I can say is that it's absolutely incredible. So, backup Adignister, level 3 Cyber's Tuner, Dark, 1200 attack, 800 defense. If you control a Cyber's monster that was special from the extra deck, you can free special this from your hand. Upon normal or special, add 1 Dark Cyber's from deck to hand that isn't backup Adignister, then discard 1. Each effect once per turn. And then you also got the Dark Wizard that was also searched out, if I happen to recall. Wizard Adignister, there it is. Dark Cyberse as well. Level 4, 1800 attack, 800 defense. If you control a Cyberse monster that was special from the extra deck, you can target 1 Dark Cyberse monster in your graveyard. Special both this card and that target in defense. And you can't summon for the rest of this turn except Cyberse. Can't special summon. Except Cyberse. You can banish this from field or grave, target 1 monster your opponent controls, changes battle position. Solid. Goes for the Queen of Hearts. Lengthy Coda comes back. Appaloosa. Main deck lockdown. Man, how many cards do they really need in terms of the hate? Also, this is game over for Horus Zoo because Queen of Hearts has that attack doubled, making Malice able to take this game and win the match. Okay, looks like we are diving deep into the water territory, and judging by the extra deck, Glossed Out Ice Jade, Royal Abyss Strike, Glossed Out Abyssalacia, Royal Coral, okay, and Glossed Out World Sea Dragon. Yeah, this guy must be a super fan of water. Glossed Out Shadow Squad as well, which is amazing. Pressure Planet, so Kashtira. Special Fenrir, getting Scareclaw Kashtira. Vanquish Soul Kashtira. The unfortunate part about Vanquish Soul in general is that Raisin, as well as Stake Your Soul, taking both of those hits to 1, which is way past devastated, especially the fact that in the TCG land, K9 is now a thing. It makes it so that Vanquish Soul K9, aka the world champions, are one of the most powerful and viable decks has ever created. Well, technically, Vanquish Soul has been out for like a little while by now and all that, but all I can say is with those massive hits to both Stake Your Soul and Raisin, this is huge. But the true question is, in TCG land, can K9 Vanquish Soul even keep up? Who knows? So Raisin for Jiaolong. Raisin, reveal Jiaolong. Jiaolong, free special. Reveal Ash and Rescue Ace Impulse for Snow Devil. Raisin for Rock. Rock, pick up Raisin and 2 set. Jiaolong, reveal Raisin and Impulse. Getting Heavy Borger. Duster. Snow Devil, Orger, Scareclaw Kashtira, and Raisin. So, 3 attributes revealed. Burn for 4, burn for 6, burn for 8. So, a total of 1,800 damage, and then special 1, Vanquish Soul from hand. Vanquish Soul's monsters cannot be killed by card effects, and destroy all monsters everywhere on the field, which is huge. And then the rest, the set call by Raisin, getting Caesar, talents to, let me take a look. Caesar for Jiaolong, Rock, Borger. Borger comes out. Raisin comes back. Caesar out on board. And of course, public knowledge has been known. So Ash, Impulse, Jiaolong, and Scareclaw. Hand rips Ash. Ruler. No further damages. Abyss Shrine, Tribute Dragoons. Super Ancient Deep Sea King Coelacanth. Dragoons for Netabis, lost out by the way. Netabis, toss out Dragoon. Impulse for Fire Attacker. Royal Abyss Shrine. Dragoons, Fire Attacker. Kashtira Fenrir. You're under Dark Ruler. Draw 2, ditch the Imperm. Deep Sea Minstrel. Minstrel, discard Shadow Squatter. Next draw card is Thrust. Banish Jiaolong. Simplify game state for the water player. Reset everything, and due to the water lock, the whole entire board has been eliminated. And just to remember, no further damages due to Dark Ruler, so no OTK from there on out. The OG Trishula and Gluttonous, Banish Snow Devil, and Scareclaw Cash. Oh, and here's your Jiaolong back. And it looks like Water has made an impressive comeback and has able to take the matchup over Vanquished Soul Kashtira. Wow. And last but certainly... Okay, Maxi dropped. And last but certainly not least, with his hand, this should be nice. Also, quite the intense soundtrack for the dinosaur. Note to self, if I was going to put up with this dinosaur field, that'll be Dinomorpheus. Special to Speed Droids. Okay, what is the card he just drew? Oh, the Regenesis stuff. Okay, so the name of the game about Regenesis is that they tend to special summon themselves from their hand if a monster with 2500 original attack or defense is anywhere on the field by any means necessary. And they all special summon once per turn this way. And then during your opponent's end phase, if this card is in the graveyard because it was sent there this turn, you can add themselves back to the hand. It's literally the gimmick of free specials, and then they pick themselves back up. So 2500 both ways for the Regenesis crew. Sage, Warrior are 7s, Dragon, Archfiend are 8s, and then Lord is a 10. In this one for Sage, when your opponent activates a card or effect as a quick effect, you can send one other Regenesis card from your hand or face-up field to the graveyard, negate the activation as it never happened, and if you do, kill that card. And Sage is a water spellcaster of a level 7. Regenesis Warrior is a level 7 Fire Warrior. In this one, quick effect. You can tribute this card, then target one monster your opponent controls, kick it back to the hand. So, quick effect compulse. Nice. Dragon and Archfiend, the level 8 Regenesis. Regenesis Dragon is a wind dragon. In this one, quick effect, you can tribute this, then target one spell trap your opponent controls, banish it. Searchable off from Tempest Dragon Ruler, if I recall. If not, let me know in the comments below that I made my mistake just in case. And then Regenesis Archfiend, level 8 Earth Fiend. In this one, upon normal or special, you can add one Regenesis card, spell / trap included, from deck or banishment to your hand that isn't Archfiend. Also, the fact that Archfiend is labeled Earth, that's Vernisylphs from the get-go. Regenesis Lord, level 10 Light Illusion. Can't be normal summon set, must be special from hand by banishing one face-up monster you control with 2500 original attack and defense. And that special summon is once per turn this way. Upon special summon, you can straight up set one Regenesis spell trap from your deck. Gains 2500 attack during the battle phase only, and then if this card attacks a defense monster, pierce battle damage. Gross. Onwards to the Regenesis spells and traps. Regenesis is a normal spell. Take one Regenesis monster from your deck and either add it to your hand or send it to the graveyard, or if you control a Regenesis monster, you can add one monster with 2500 attack and defense from deck to hand instead. So Regenesis is literally Amazon's Call of Regenesis. If this card is in your graveyard except the turn it was sent there, breakthrough skill clause, you can banish this, target one Regenesis monster from your graveyard, special it, so it's a reborn with that breakthrough skill clause. Each effect once per turn. Regenesis Cycle. If you control a monster with 2500 original attack or defense, target one card your opponent controls, or you can target two if you control Lord. Banish those cards. If this card is in your graveyard, except the turn it was sent there, so breakthrough skill clause once again, you can banish this, special one monster with 2500 attack or defense from your hand. Each effect once per turn. Regenesis Code. Okay, so each effect once per turn. Okay, so the graveyard effect is a breakthrough skill clause. During your main phase, you can banish this, target one of your banished Regenesis monsters, special it out. In this one, special one Regenesis monster from your deck, so it's an E-Telly, but send it to the graveyard during your opponent's end phase. Also, until the end of the next turn after this card resolves, you can't special from the extra deck. Okay, so realistically, Regenesis doesn't even need to summon from the extra deck. Regenesis Commands. Also, onto the traps. Normal trap, of course, and then Regenesis Code, quick play spell. Regenesis Command is a normal trap. Apply these effects to all cards your opponent controls in the same column as a Regenesis. Face up cards, negate their effects. Face down monsters cannot change their battle positions. Face down spells and traps cannot be activated until the end of the next turn. Hard once on commands. Regenesis Birth. You can send one Regenesis monster from your deck to the graveyard, then target one face-up monster your opponent controls, change it to face down. So it's Foolish Burial to Book of Moon. Interesting. And then during your opponent's turn, you can send this to the graveyard, special summon as many Regenesis with different names from your hand, graveyard, and or banishment, but send them to the graveyard during the end phase. You can only use one birth effect per turn, and only once that turn, so one effect or the other, can't do both. And with that being said, this is all of the Regenesis cards covered. So once again, starting off fresh with the Speed Droids, and then Exige Shogun into Mirage Stelio, Ash, Salomon Great Circle, Getting Gazelle, Real Normal Gazelle, Toss Out Spinny, Salomon Great Balinx, Balinx the Cat for Sanctuary, Spinny, Nibiru, Royal Lava Golem, by the way, and set one. Salomon Great Circle, getting Jaguar, Regenesis Code for Archfiend, getting Birth, set, Special Sage, Scare Claw special by banishing Unicorn, attack while in defense, and this is Regenesis OTK. Wow. So guys, that's gonna do it for episode 2 of Spectate Saturdays. However, if you want to be featured, drop down your friend codes in the description below, and there is a possibility chance that you can be featured on the showcase of Spectate Saturdays. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Smash that notification bell to keep yourself constantly updated, and be sure to use my campaign code in the description below to you brand new or returning Master Duel players after 1 full month of missing gameplay. I thank you all for tuning in and catch you all next time.